Okay, before I move on with this week's tag, apparently last week when I got the bonus question from Jimmy through Sandy, she did not give me the entire question. She just asked what my stripper name would be. And if you saw that one, you know what it was. But I was also supposed to have the addition of what would my signature move be. And while I was hiding out in Jimmy's basement last week, I had time to think about this. And I can make very few movements nowadays without having some sort of a spasm or cramp. So I think if I were to do it today, it would be either the cramp or the spasm. All I have to do is try to bend over to pick something up and I will get a cramp. So gyrating myself around a pole, around a stage, yeah, I'm not going to be without spasms and cramps. But I did find a clip of someone who's pretty much stolen all of my former dance moves. So I'm going to insert this here. This will be my answer for a signature dance move. It is a little involved, but I'm doing it all as one move. So watch this. Okay, so that is what my signature dance move would be. That whole collection of movements. If I still had a body that could move like that. But I do not. And I also have to get on with this week's tag. So there you go, Jimmy. Thanks for delaying the answer, Sandy. And now on with the show. Hello and welcome to wherever I am. I have no idea what I'm going to choose this week, but here I am. My name is Roy. I am a home cook and amateur baker, and I am here on this channel typically sharing recipes that have helped me to lose over 125 pounds, whether those recipes are mine or someone else's. But today I'm not in the kitchen, at least I don't think I am. I don't know where I will be. But this is a No Tag Tuesday. As most of you know by now, these are no longer tags because we don't tag each other. We just have a group of people who rotate through asking the questions and a group of people who tend to answer them. And links to all of them will be down in the description box, as well as the questions for this week, which come from Edie over at Edie's Adventures. This is more about me questions. Number one, what is something you can spend hours doing? I can easily spend hours just sitting watching TV. Could be anything, true crime, could be some series I found, could be a reality show. Like I was really craving some Survivor vibes and I ended up going into Paramount Plus and going through Survivor Australia. Now I've gone on to Survivor South Africa. So I can easily spend hours watching TV, much to Paul's chagrin. But he can spend hours playing video games, so it's a trade-off. Number two, what is something you wish you could do more often? There are actually two things, and I'm sure if you've watched this channel before, you probably know. One of them is definitely writing. I really have to try to find the time and the motivation to sit my butt down at the computer and get back to editing my book. Aside from writing, is its companion, reading. I have not been reading very much in quite a few years, and I'm not exactly sure why I fell off of reading. I used to, you never saw me without a book. So it was very unusual. It just kind of fell away. I don't know why. I'd like to get back into that as well as my writing. Number 3, what room in your house most represents who you are as a person? I guess the kitchen. I mean, and I don't know if it represents me as a person so much as it represents what I enjoy doing. I do enjoy baking, cooking. Obviously, I have a cooking channel here on YouTube. So I'd have to say the kitchen, but it's not because it's personalized to me in any way, except it is organized by me, so I know where everything is, which can drive Paul a little crazy because he can't find anything. But it is kind of my domain, so I guess I'm going to go with kitchen, although personality-wise, I don't think any of them really speak to me as a person. So I'm going with the kitchen. Number 4, what phrase or word do you overuse when you talk? Now when I'm talking normally, just in conversation, I don't know what word I overuse. I don't think about it. Maybe or like. I really don't know. In conversation, I don't think I tend to have one of those words that I go back to. However, since starting the YouTube channel, I have noticed when I'm doing my videos, when I come back from a little break doing something, I always say, okay, so. Okay, so. Okay, so. So that I do notice I overuse a lot, but that's only in videos. That's not in everyday conversation, but that is something. I was even thinking we could do a drinking game with one of my videos and you'd have to take a shot every time I said, okay, so. You might not make it through the end without passing out. I say it that often. But I'm going to go with okay, so. Although, like I said, that's not my normal conversation. That's YouTube conversation. Number 5, what was your worst haircut? Pics if you have one. I do have one. And I don't know if this was the actual worst. It's just the one that I have a photograph of. And so I've seen it a lot because it is my high school yearbook picture. And I will insert that somewhere. And I mean, I had an afro for quite a while in the 70s, but I still don't think that was as bad as this. Or at least it could just be hindsight. You know how you look back at those 80s hairstyles, 70s, 80s hairstyles, and you're just like, ugh, what were we thinking? It might be something like that, because I don't think it's bad necessarily. It's not great. But is it that bad? Let me know down below in the comments. Is that haircut really as bad as I think it is? Number 6, what is the most ridiculous thing you've ever purchased? Ridiculous thing I've ever purchased. Well, the only thing that comes to mind, and I don't think it's, okay, I don't think it's ridiculous for the most part. I think it's probably ridiculous because I was like a 20-something-year-old man who'd bought this, but I had 2 Cabbage Patch Kids. Yep, and I'll put pictures up here of, not of mine, because I don't know if I ever went that far to take pictures of them, but I will insert pictures of Cabbage Patch Kids in case you're not sure what I'm referring to. I had a boy and a girl, and the boy was named Jade Aaron, and the girl was Emerald Shane. And because my last name is Green, it was Jade Aaron Green and Emerald Shane Green. So it was Jade Green and Emerald Green. Luckily I have an E at the end, so it wasn't exactly the colors. But can you imagine if I'd had kids and did that to them? And I probably would have. Anyway, that's the only thing I can think of at the moment, and like I said, it's not that they themselves are ridiculous, but the fact that I was 20-something, that might be a little ridiculous. Number 7, what is something you paid too much money for but don't regret it? If anybody knows me, I do not pay outrageous prices for almost anything. I'm very cheap or frugal. I prefer frugal. I mean, something I paid money for, too much money for. The only thing I can think of is I have paid for concert tickets, like Reba McEntire. I've seen a lot of country singers, Tim McGraw, and prices to those things are very expensive. So I guess I'm gonna go with that. I don't know if it was too much money, but it was definitely more money than I felt comfortable paying. But I'm gonna go with those concert tickets. I mean, kind of like not a great thing, but I mean, well, no, I can't say that because I kind of regret paying for them. Oh, okay. It is concert tickets, but for Tim McGraw, I was like 3rd row center. Those were great seats. I don't mind having paid for those. But when I saw like Reba, I was back in the nosebleeds. I mean, I could have just listened to her album and gotten the same benefits. So that I do regret, being at a concert where I was too distant to really get any thrill out of the experience. So I'd have to say the Tim McGraw tickets, I was really up close. And so it's still a concert, I guess. But just because I had really good seats. Other concerts where I didn't, I don't see the point really in spending that much money to go and sit, not really see anything. So okay, Tim McGraw concert tickets, and my final answer. Number 8, who in your life knows the most secrets about you? That would be Paul. Close second would be my friend Nancy. I've mentioned her on this channel before. I used to call her Sina Marie. And I got that from starting calling her Nancina. And then, anyway, just became a big thing. So she probably knows a lot. Paul knows a lot. Do they both know everything? I mean, everything that has come up. So they would be the 2 people. But because I haven't seen Sina in a while, I'll definitely say Paul now knows the most secrets about me. 9, when does your family cause you stress? I don't know. I mean, see, I don't have like my own kids or anything, so I don't get stressed that way. I only have like my siblings, and my mother's passed, my father's passed. I don't know. I mean, I don't usually get stressed about family, but I mean, I guess if there's something that they're having problems with that I can't help with, maybe that causes me stress because I wish I could help them more. But I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. And last thing, what is one thing that you have in your house that not many people have? Hidden closet, etc. Well, a lot of people don't have cameras and studio lights and green screens. So I'm going to go with my YouTube equipment. It's not something most people have in their homes. Although saying hidden closet sounds like it should be part of the house. And if that's the case, I can't think of anything. I mean, we have just an average house. So I'm going to go with my YouTube equipment. All the lights, cameras, whiteboard for my notes, green screen. That is my answer, and I am sticking to it. And that is all of the questions from Edie this week. I will have these questions listed in the description box down below. Under this video where it shows the name of my channel, you'll see show more. Just click on that and it opens up the description box. You will find the questions there as well as links to all of the other channels who typically do these tags. So I hope that you enjoyed this tag, and if you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and you are looking for recipes that can help you on a weight loss journey. Share any of those videos if you think there's someone out there who would be interested in that kind of content, and hit the notification bell for the next time I upload any sort of video. Also, like I said, comment down below what your responses to some of these questions are, or what your reactions to my responses are. Also down there you will find links to my Amazon storefront, my Fetch rewards, my Built Bar rewards, and my social media. Here is my Instagram handle, and there are 2 Facebook groups that I am part of. One is mine, Recipes with Roy, and the other one is Finding Our Way, WEIGH, and that one I co-admin with Jennifer Lynn from the Jennifer Lynn channel, as well as Bree Coleman from Balancing Life with Bree. So join us over there. Lots of great tips, tricks, recipes, people, and support. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go figure out where I'm going to be this week. So until next time, bye.